tuning in to Floridian Rollo Let's Go. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo Let's Go, coming at you with another live stream. Shout out to Newbury Global Truth on a classic, masterful piece by the Most High. We're going to get down to a few things, guys. I want you guys to be inspired to win. Number one, be your own boss. Me, Ringo, Newbury talked about this. Mark Mesher talked about this. So, guys, as you heard, our brother Newbury Global Truth talked about Turo. Guys, you could also rent out an establishment called PadSplit. PadSplit, PadSplit. Go to padsplit.com. If you got houses, you got apartments, you want to rent out, you can rent them out. A lot of people use Airbnb. At the same time, if you want to get more sufficient, I would go with PadSplit because you get more of your percentage than Airbnb. Airbnb, you could put a little bit more emphasis into it. At the same time, you want to get your dollar stretching. You get what I'm saying? You want to get it stretching. So you want to go to passplit.com and you can rent out homes, you can rent out apartments. And if you have a few vehicles that store that you barely use, I will go to Turo.com and sign up. Put it in locations that you know is going to be busy. If you know the busy spots and they'll work with you, you can get your vehicle rented out. There's so many things you could do to make money more than what you're making at the site. So the brothers I deal with, they're doing pretty good for themselves. It's getting to the point. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I gotta. Okay. All right. The person knows I'm on live. Okay. So here's my thing, right? Listen to what I'm saying. I got brothers like Zax. I got brothers like DER. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Incoming. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me very well? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me very well. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Like I was saying, right? I got brother Zax, ZDR, you got Junior, you have a couple of other brothers that went to Florida, Ramon and another brother went to Florida to do some business and they did pretty good, right? And so, guys, you can make 1,000 or more a week. Like for real. You could make 1,000 or more a week. How you go about it, Raul? Well, first and foremost, you have to have endurance, you have to put time, and you have to plow your seed, as the Bible says. People I know that's doing this, they do this within 20 to 25 hours. In most cases, 40 hours. The minimum, 20 to 25 hours, they're making 1,000 or more a week because they're doing it the smart way, right? If you're not in the hospitality, right, whether it be valet, whether it be transportation, and you are doing other things, whatever the case may be, what I suggest you do is get into Uber, get into Lyft in the meantime, get into DoorDashing, get into Uber Eats, and start building your clientele when you go to certain places. Like certain places I've been to, I talk to certain people, and they put me on to other things, other avenues. Why certain customers will have a 3 to 4 minute conversation if I didn't have another order, and they'd be like, "Hey, you know about this?" I'm like, "No, I'm not too sure of it. I'm gonna look into it." They say, "Okay, look into it." There's so much money you could be making. Like if you guys know how to cut grass and you in the South, there's mowing lawns you could get for close to 1,000, 2,000. If you put your mind to it, you save, you put a certain amount away, you could get that mowing lawn. You could get the truck within a couple of months or 3 months after you done dealt with somebody in the business and that person's paying you. You put that to the side, you can get your own business. It's huge. Aquaculture, cutting grass, trimming the grass, doing door lock changes. That's what I do. I'm very good at changing door locks. I change many people's door locks. I got paid pretty good for that. Changing the cylinder. If you're a person that know how to paint, or even another big business, washing cars, washing people's, you know, driveways. That's huge in Florida. I was telling brothers that we could get into that, get that situated. Power wash is very, very huge business. Power wash you could make anywhere from, depending on the square of the house, you can make anywhere from 250 to close to 2,000 that same day. So think about it. Then you could reinvest in other things you're doing, right? There's people out here that's making 10,000 a week doing pressure washing. 10,000 a week, no cap. They got them big homes, right? They got the client, they being professional. They got the LLC, of course. They got the van, they got the pickup truck. They're investing in the LLC to add on to what they got going on. See, a lot of you don't want to get into 1099 because you don't want to pay taxes. You know what's the greatest thing as a man is that you paying taxes instead of waiting for money that they're holding on you until you get a certain age. You get what I'm saying? And then you get partially of it. You better off being your own boss to whereas, yeah, you pay some taxes at the end of the year. Yet, remember, you could put that going towards the last 2 months because you could calculate. So let's say hypothetically you are an entrepreneur, you made 100,000 a year. You're basically going to pay back 4 to 5 thousand, maybe 6,000, maybe less in Florida because you're not in a Ibaraki state, so you're going to pay a little bit more less. So my point is, like when I made 55, 60,000 in DoorDash, I paid back 1,200 and I had to pay that much back. Why? Because of the gas, fixing the car, all that stuff added into the taxes. So you got to learn the loopholes. And once you learn the loopholes, you won't have to pay as much as you think you're going to have to pay. And see, when you are not on a 1099 and you're on a 1090, you actually giving them more money than what you're supposed to. See, they're not going to teach you that. So when you are on the hourly, right? You pay more back to them than receiving. Whereas a person that's on a 1099, or what I mean, 1099 is the hourly or is it 1090? Y'all get my trick. One of them is independent. One of them is you're paying into the taxes. So you got your hourly. The thing with the hourly is that that should not even be on your mind because you have other assets coming in, you have other revenue coming in. Once you get to a point that whatever they give you every week or every 2 weeks at the site, that should be going into your savings, right? A portion of what that should go into your savings. Why? Because by the time you reach the month, depending on what type of pay you get, you could be saving anywhere from 1,600 to 5,000 a month without even touching it. Why? Because you got other incentives coming in. When you got other incentives coming in, you could be saving more. Now, the other money you could invest into your business of whatever you're going to do as a man. You should not give it to a man at all, especially these pastors who want you in poverty, just like some of these sites want you in poverty and you want to get out of poverty. So we over here, myself, Ringo, Newbury, Martha Messenger, we teaching you guys to be your own boss and to step your game up so that you don't have to depend on these people who want to keep you in poverty. You get what I'm saying? So once you guys get into these things that I mentioned and you do your own research, you will be saving a lot more than you can even imagine. And some of you are on your way to getting a car that you always wanted. Why? Because you're going about it the right way. And you're learning how to save. You know how to stretch the dollar. You know what to invest in that's going to bring back money to you. Some of you finally going to get your LLC. I want to give a clap for that. Round of applause for that. Some of you are finally getting that. DER is getting his LLC around the corner. Zach's eventually getting his LLC. And so this is good to see that men are working on the things that they love and not being told what to do. They're just doing it. They're not under these pastors and these jurisdictions withholding grown men to develop to being sufficient. None among you shall live in poverty. Anybody that deals with you, they should teach you to get out of those poverty curses, the Ibarati curses. Ladies, if you see a man that's doing his business, let him do his business. Sometimes it's hard for a lady who cares about you, who want to be with you, have to realize your man has to work. Your man has to provide services, and then you help him with those services. So, guys, them guys over there is not teaching a woman the things we teach our ladies. We teach our ladies things that will make them more sufficient funds. So, if anything was to happen to us, they don't have to depend on somebody else who may not even care to look and bat an eye. You know how this thing goes for the most part. So this is why it's important that we having this lesson over here too. And men should be inspired to win. Men should inspire to want more. If anybody telling you that you should accept less, kick them out today. Cut them off. Block them. I want you guys to be very successful. I want you guys to be rich. I want you to be wealthy for your so that when you have seeds coming in the world, They're working by watching their mom and dad working together. It's not too many of that going on. Guys, we're going to be put in that situation. The time has changed where now, if you're responsible as a man, that I know you are, then the ladies will leave those sites. I would not recommend, like Newbie or Ringo said, I would not recommend any of you ladies to leave any of these sites for these ninjas. They have to show and prove that they are about what they're saying and they show through the actions. Then, as time goes on, you leave the place you work at. So, in the meantime, just know that we are going to do better. So, for those who don't know, I am going to another state around the corner. I send my messages out to certain people via Cash App, via Instagram, and via Gmail. So check your Cash App. If I send you a message on Cash App, when you get a chance, respond to me. I send you my personal information to let you know. I already bought the ticket. I'm very excited. It's two people that is down to see me. It's I would say, let's see who else. I send a message to one, two, three, four more people I'm waiting to respond. So roughly about 6, 7 people I want to see. Y'all know the state. I don't want to say the state on here. When I get down there, y'all will know where I'm at. Only a few people know where I'm going. So everybody else, it will be a surprise. It's not to say that you don't need to know. It's just that I want to surprise you. I am traveling next month. In terms of Florida, that's around the corner too. I will be back in Florida. I'm not saying when. Zats will know. A few people will know. That's it. The people that need to know. We're looking forward to going back over there. Very excited about the beach thing. All praise to the Most High. I'm very excited about that. Everything's up and up with the Florida, without a shadow of a doubt. And I know, so many in the fam, they so looking forward to seeing me, brother Zats, the all others. It's going to be an interesting welcoming back because it's been a minute since I've been going over there. And they're doing what they're supposed to do, and I'm very happy about that. So we got Terrific Tasha in the house. We got Zats in the house. We got Charity Ivy. We got everybody else viewing in the clouds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, support the stream. So, like I said, for those who have a vehicle, if you have an extra vehicle, sign up for Turo.com. If you have a house that you want to rent out, fellas or ladies, go to Padsplit.com. That is PADSPLIT.com. You make the decision. They do background checks. They send you the person's personal information. You do your own background check, and then you decide if you want to bring that person to where you stay at, right? And rent it out. Airbnb take more than PassSplit. PassSplit takes only 25%. You get 75% of the money. Airbnb take 55%. You only get 45%. So you're not really making up much when it comes to Airbnb. Rolalo, how you know that? Because I'm in the business of PassSplit. That's why. PassSplit is a growing thing. Turo, you get 70% of your money, 30% of it goes to Turo. Okay. So I just want to make that clear. All right. So get into it, get into PassSplit, get into Turo, and you're going to see eventually how things be. You make the decision. You do the background check. You're going to know the person's first and last name. You're going to know where they stay at. And if you're not okay with that, You could be like, no. And that's a good thing because Airbnb, you don't know who the person is. They even show you that in the movie. Airbnb, you don't know who the person is. Passport, you're gonna know who the person is. They have to have a photo and everything. That's what I love about Passport because Airbnb, you don't know who's gonna come in there. And Passport is a lot more stricter because they give you this combination, right? And when I was in Passport before, I got the place and rented out, Passport, you basically get a combination to the door and a combination to your room. Only that person's supposed to be in that room. And there's a time for quiet time and there's a time you could talk. Okay. So there's rules and regulations. You, the person that runs the place, you have to respect the boundary. It's good for people that's starting, that is on the grind. They may not have a home, they may not have a family. So if you one of those people and you want to get into it, let me know. There's plenty of opportunities. I will advise you to look into what you're going to do before you move to Florida or any other state that you're thinking of going to. I will say go to Passport if you're a single man or a single woman, and you could change. Like if you're not comfortable of the place you're staying at, of whoever you're sharing with, you could change, and then they'll give you some of the money back, and then you could use that money, to go to the next place. So this is a good business. I want you guys to start thinking of how much income you can make with the dashing as well as the Uber Eats and the Lyft and stuff like that. There's so many opportunities that await you. So yes, it does help you with your credit. Yes, it does help you with your credit. Yes, it does because when I got it and I was doing what I was doing, my credit went up. Yeah, the credit goes up. And it also gives you an opportunity to get a house. So if you do if you do your payments on time within a year, they give you an opportunity to purchase a home. So let's say somebody purchased a home and they got to put down 15, 20,000. You could put down 2,000 and get the place because of your credit of renting out the house, being responsible. You see the difference between past split and renting out an apartment? I want you to listen now. For those who's renting out apartments, respectfully, there's no there's no inheritance if renting out an apartment. There is an inheritance of renting out a home in a sense, and then you get your own home and you can leave it to your children. When it comes to apartments, there's no inheritance. And a lot of people do live in apartments. Yes, I'm gonna rent out my studio at the same time. There's no inheritance in this. And this is what we got to do. We got to get into that mindset of inheritance, having land, building your own home, being your own boss, having where your children can have something to look forward to. You get what I'm saying? We got to start thinking big, fellas. And a lot of older men in them 50s, them older 50 guys, man, them late bloomers, man, it's something wrong with them. It's really something wrong with them. You can see. So, like guys my age, Ringo, myself, we like a year apart because he'll be 47, I'll be 46, Lord's will. And then you got Newbury who's 40, who turned 41. So like, this year, no, he turned 42 this year. He'll turn 42 if I'm not mistaken. 40, 41, he's around there because he's December of 11. So you have many guys who are doing pretty good for themselves and teaching you guys in your 30s and 20s the importance of investing. Like Zach, he's putting out more content. I tell the brother respectfully, I said, fam, don't worry about the subscribers. You already know what you're doing. It's gonna come because you have the talent. You're a great photographer. You got great skills. I seen his, single one he did. You keep adding on, keep loving what you're doing. You're gonna get more traction. The more you put in, the more people are gonna respond. It takes time. All of us been through it, and I see the growth in your shorts. Now get into making it to where sometimes put a 4 or 5 minute video. You know what I'm saying? The more you put in them shorts, it helps because a lot of people love shorts. Shorts do help. And speaking of shorts, I got to do some shorts on the content I did with Rango and New Breed and then with Mark the Messenger. It's so much information that you guys could be doing for yourselves to attract people who want to see that work. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you guys in these other states, I want y'all to do content with your coworkers. If your coworkers is into, skits, you know, y'all could do skits. I have no issue. Do skits. Make something fun. You got a shorty, you have interest in, put her on your video. Make skits with her. Guys, there's so much things you could do to bring attention and awareness to the importance of living. Do not be these over religious folks. Those men over there, they're so over religious that they're giving a whole check to another man and they're not happy. The women miserable, the men is more miserable, and you can tell. That's why they overdrink, they overdose. Over here, we keep our minds flowing. Like Newbury said, a lot of you are great photographers. A lot of you know how to do thumbnails. If you say, Rollo, I want to do thumbnails for you, I could pay you to do that. I wouldn't mind paying a person a certain amount a week if they want to do thumbnails for me. Now I'm doing a little bit better with the thumbnails. At the same time, I got too much stuff going on that I don't mind giving a brother something for a thumbnail because I know you put in a lot of work. I know it takes half an hour, in most cases an hour, to do a thumbnail. And that's another thing. That's great work. Photography, studio. A lot of you young guys is into that, and that's needed because while you got some brothers that know carpentry, that know how to do certain other things, self-sufficient type of stuff. Some of you young brothers, you know how to do that. You're learning that, and then you good with computers. So I know a couple of brothers that know how to build computers, and I'm saying to them, I say you should be putting your service out there. You know how to build computers from hand. Some brothers know how to build their own computers. You could make good money. You could go to these companies and say, hey, I see you that you having issues with certain computers. I know how to build a computer. What type of computer you want? And they're willing to pay top dollar for that computer. You got people that's willing to pay 3, 4, 5 thousand for a computer to put a name on their computer for them. So as long as you got hands, you can see, you could talk, you could walk. There should be no excuse. Another thing that I want to tell you, you could rent out your bikes. You could rent out your scooters. Me and Zach seeing these These brothers got scooters in Orlando. They got scooters in Daytona. You know, some of the Gentiles, they got these scooters. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy scooters when I get down there. Why? Because I'm going to put them on the streets and International Drive. I have an exact idea of what scooters I'm going to get so I could put mine out there and get the LLC. Because a lot of people love going down International Drive in them scooters, especially around May, June, July, and August. It'd be so many of them. And then the kids. So you got to think about the family, how much you can make doing that. You get what I'm saying? Scooters is a huge business in Orlando, a huge business in Daytona, a huge business in Jacksonville, especially Miami. Especially Miami. Some people take that to the club. You know what I'm saying? Some people take those to the club. I have seen guys and ladies use that to go to the club and did it on YouTube. So you got to go where the market's at. You got to be marketable. People sometimes don't want to take a Uber or Lyft. They want to get on a scooter. They want to enjoy themselves. So you got to know the market. You got to know, the days of when people's coming to town, bike week, NASCAR, Zash, you could take a few photos. Somebody recognize you and will give you their phone number and say, hey, I want you to take photos of a wedding. We're gonna have, I seen the photos you took. I love the way you take your photos. Here's my number. Call me and I'll see you and we could discuss business. Because the more you put yourself out there, fellas, the more successful you're gonna be. You have to put yourself out there. Nobody gonna know what you're doing until you put yourself out there. People know who I am because of the connections I have, and also I put myself out there. I talk about things that people have interest in. That's why they support. So always remember the support will eventually come. It's just a matter of what are you providing to the people? Are people lives changing? If people lives ain't changing, then you should not be talking. Them guys over there should not be talking no more, like Newbury said, because there's no people's lives changing. Everybody is a robot over there. Who am I to tell people things if I'm not doing it myself? You get what I'm saying? So teach one, know one. You know, we breaking bed, we building. I'm a man of my word. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. You guys have been supporting me multitude of ways, and you have seen the things I got, and I put it together. I'm learning as time goes on more and more of the business when it comes to the internet, and now it's starting to pick up. Why? Because I humble myself. I listen to the brothers that's been doing it for a long time, and that's pretty good, successful. And at the same time, I'm learning from brothers on other things, and we learning how to get this thing rolling so that once we get into the land, it's on. It's on. And so now ladies could say, you know what? Okay, the guys are really getting together. We see an improvement. Now I'm gonna introduce myself to him. Now I'm gonna let him know I'm ready to help him. That's what's happening for most of us because we're doing what we're supposed to do. And that's what's going to happen for you guys. We don't want you guys to be single. We don't want you guys to be alone. We don't want you to end up like the other guys over there in their 20s and 30s and they can't have a woman. No, 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 no. The guys, that I brought to Florida and doing well, they know I want them to talk to ladies. I want them to have a good time. They saving, they taking care of their business, they their own boss, and yeah, supposed to have fun. Supposed to have fun. Because see, they want us to be, you're not supposed to have fun, it's the end of the world, all this other nonsense. We still got work to do. The buck don't stop because of certain events that's going on. That's madness. That's madness. Still got time to travel. You brothers treat yourself, go to a hotel for a couple of days. Treat yourself. You work hard during the week. Yeah, you can relax in your house. Let me tell you something. Sometimes it's good to leave that house for a couple of days. Why? You have the funds, go to a nice hotel, chill out. And you be surprised how much you could get done. Because see, when you in your home, you get certain things done. It's just that when you go out and you're not in your home and you kind of miss it, you're gonna put more effort into what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So I want you guys to travel. Save up for your travel, whether it be in another state for a couple of days or another country for a week. If you got it, go ahead. Do your thing. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're doing. And you still saving. And when you get to a point that you're not worried about money because the most high gonna take care of you because you're doing the work, there's nothing they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. Oh, I got a message. I know who this person is. Yeah, I know who this person is. The person that sent me the message. Yeah, that channel. He been having that. He had that name for a long time. He had that name for a long time, so he good. I know who that person is. Yeah, yeah, that person had that name for a long time. I just recently changed my name to Let's Go 2 months ago, 3 months ago. That particular individual had that name for a few years, if I'm not mistaken. So that person good. So Zach said sometimes you need to take a day off to get into nature. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna open up the panel and have Zach come on. I want Zach to come on, to talk about this. Saying to be the testimony, to be the witness to what's going on. Because you see, the pastor over there, he ain't got no men changing their lives. Over here, brothers could vouch that their lives has changed. And it's getting better and better and better. And I'm not Lord, I'm not usurping authority over them. They their own boss. I gave them the tools of what they need to do. They took it and they doing pretty good for themselves. So I'm gonna let them speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They their own man. So we wait for Brother Zach to come on. He says, I used to be on dating apps, not to date, yet to promote my photography and they work at some point. Yep. What's going on, fam?
What's up, Raul? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, very clear.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. You actually caught me at an interesting time. I'm over here eating.
All well and good, man. Enjoy your meal.
It's all good though. I'm pretty much finished. I'm like, oh man, he put me on the spot. So let me get on. Um, but I have a few testimonies, man. You know, um, here is like it's really different. I work in a hospitality spot. They treat me well, and I treat them well. Um, but it also led me to more momentum to actually get a lot more stuff done. Um, I do get tired sometimes, but financially though, I've seen results. I've seen results, and like I said, I don't know. I know there are new people in the chat right now and new subscribers to your channel, but um, we did a video. Excuse me. We did a video about 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and we were talking about the same situation and where I've seen a financial shift in my life, and uh, even though right now I'm paying more in rent here, I'm still able to save more, considering that there are incentives coming in, and I see a lot of potential where I'm at right now, which is in Florida, and I'm able to not only get more stuff done, but to also be more responsible. A lot of people, y'all need to know that Florida is a red state. It's very conservative, and it's a strict state, which I'm a firm believer of, and it helped me become a better man. All praises to the Most High as well, because he led me to here, and he was working through you to actually convince me to actually come through Florida. And mind you, I've always visited Florida, considering that I have family down here. But um, going back to the main topic, like, it's helping me, like, being in this situation right now. I'm being more responsible, um, not only with my finances, but my surroundings, um, and the talents that I have as far as photography goes. And it also, I was also able to do like painting, pressure washing, um, what else? Painting, pressure washing, landscaping.
Right.
So, those three, those are potential careers too. Not just careers, but like self-employed businesses as well. You know,
That's right.
and not saying that New York wouldn't give me that kind of um that kind of feat, um, but I didn't see it. I didn't see that door in New York. I felt very low vibrational, stressed out, more stressed out. I'm not saying that I'm stressed out now. I get a little bit stressed here and there in Florida, but that's just, a lot of things going on, whether it's Florida, whether it's anywhere you go. But when it comes to New York, the environment is much different. And I wasn't really feeling the environment over there in New York, even though I was born and raised in New York. And I said, you know what? Time for a change. Can't do this. It's too much. All these taxes, blah, blah, blah. All that other stuff is going on. And, it's, I see a shift. And like I said, being in Florida made me a lot more responsible within my life. And I'm in my early 30s. I just turned 32 last week. I think it was
Right.
last week. Was it last week? Yeah, the 20th. I turned 32.
Right.
So I'm still in my early 30s, so that's good. I'm getting a lot more stuff done. Um, it's just only a matter of time, man. And I thank you for giving me that push to produce more content as far as my photography and videos go. Um, I hope one of these days, Lord willing, that you're able to learn from the skills that I have,
Right.
as far as photography, and you know, yeah, that's pretty much that. you know,
If you think about it, the thing that you do on your exercise, right? You could go to various places outside of your place that you always go. You draw a lot of attention.
right,
If you was to go like once in the blue to the one in Orlando or the one over by near Tampa, you will get more exposure because there's a lot more people that's into it than probably in Daytona for the most
right.
part.
It's
And
funny that you.
go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. No,
No,
no, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, no, you can finish. It's fine.
So if you think about it, there's a lot of leagues you told me about, and I'm like, yeah, you should look into it because if you go to those places once in the blue, there's people that may record it that may know somebody that knows somebody, and you could go into a league tournament to get exposure.
Right.
And then you could talk about your business and the things you into, to whereas those people may know people that need people for those particular events. So
Right.
that dancing talent you have is so great. You should go to these places. Yeah, it's far. And I always say to the fellas, far places get you more things done. It's going to challenge you. Because when you have a set place, 9 times out of 10, you might just want to stay in that little corner. And I'm like, okay, you can stay in that corner, yet come on now, it's time to get your wings out because other people want to see you. They
Right.
just want to see your talent.
It's funny that you brought that up because I was in Lakeland yesterday for the same thing that you're talking about right now. No cap. And
Hmm.
so a little disclaimer, y'all, for those in the chat. Um, Aside from doing weightlifting and um, bodybuilding, because I'm into those, even though I'm a slim person. I do cardiovascular exercises, but it's in the arcade. For those, maybe y'all are familiar with this game, DDR, like Dance Dance Revolution, all that stuff. Um, I can humbly say that I'm like a professional at the game. I do play on expert mode and stuff, and I've been playing this for years, like ever since I was a little child, like in my adolescent years. And I I fell off, not really fell off, but I like took a break because school was important to me, video games were important to me, and also like working. So I had to like not I didn't really have to, but I just wanted to like keep myself at one point rather than just having multiple streams of not just hobbies, but more so like um, activities that I wanted to do because it was going to be overwhelming. And as I got older, I started going back into the game and started playing a lot more. So now, even in my 30s, I'm still able to play for like 5 hours straight, even more than that, and it's a lot of work. Right now, I'm training for a tournament that's in Daytona in June. That's happening, I think, in late June. And I was over there in Lakeland last night, and I actually met this person a while ago when I was over there before, and she just wanted to take pictures of me. So she actually took pictures of me, and I said, you know what, go ahead, do your thing. I knew who she was because of the camera and the face. So I'm very good at faces, considering that I'm a portrait photographer. So I'll know people by face. Sometimes not by name, but by face, I would definitely recognize them. And she had the camera as well, and she was probably promoting her stuff for that. And I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know. At the same time, it might be a promotion. They might see me. They might do all that other stuff. And like I said, I'm still training for this tournament that's 3 months from now. So what you're saying, Rollo, it's already happening. It's already happening. It's just a lot of work. And even though, yeah, I'm training right now, I just actually got back from the arcade a few hours ago, couple hours, excuse me, couple hours ago. Um, I just got a lot of work to do. I got photography going on. I gotta worry about doing cover art, maybe thumbnails here and there because you did mention thumbnails not too long ago. I love doing thumbnails now because I was so familiar with cover art. I used to do video game cover art just for the hell of it, and also album cover art. So what you're saying is what those words you're saying is actually you're amplifying my momentum, which is good. And I got to give it to the Most High for that because once again, He's working through you. He's giving you the right words, and you being a righteous brother, you're giving me that encouragement, and along with the other people who've actually given me encouragement in the comment sections from the other footages and other videos and other shorts that I've made. So I gotta thank you, and I gotta thank those who actually, not just liking the video, but actually commenting and like telling me to keep it up because I'm really doing this by myself. To be honest, this is like I'm doing everything by myself, like physically, and it does take a toll on me. And I know I can say that because I resonate with you as well. That all the things that you do, you're mainly doing it by yourself, and it's taking a toll on you at times. So it for that moment, if I'm able to help, just hit me up. As you always do, you hit me up in case you need to help me. Um, and I'm grateful for that.
You know, the greatest gift the Lord ever give us is to make sure that we're doing His work because He's the one who give us the strength,
Right,
give us joy, the attributes and everything. We enjoy what we're doing, and yeah, we get tired. Yeah, we get you know shut down somewhat, and then we just the most I just give you that buzz energy, and you just keep going and going and going. Cause he like, yo, you're not a stopper,
right.
and it's like most people think that this is easy doing this. This is not easy to keep
Nah.
the people to keep people watching. If you could get people watching, and Ringo know this, and Newbury know this, and Arthur Messenger, if you could get people watching over 10 minutes, you did something right.
Right. And
That's
if
that's
it's
a high
outside of
CPM.
drama.
That's a high CPM. If you can get that going consistently, yeah, sky's the limit on social media.
And if it's outside of like the gossip and the drama. Because I'm not trying to lean towards that. There what I'm planning on doing, and
Hmm.
I want you to be part of it too. I was, I was hoping for that, for Mark the Messenger to come through to Miami. Um, because I was really gonna book a flight over there.
Hmm.
I didn't know what I was gonna do though, but I was definitely gonna bring my camera.
Yeah,
I was definitely gonna bring my camera, and I had the wireless mics. There are two of them, two mics. That's
yeah,
all we need is two mics. That's it. Because the bandwidth of that mic, it's so broad in that even people who actually have that audio and they don't have the mic, they can just be right next to each other and they could still give off that audio from that mic, even though it's still in a way noise canceling or I think it's noise canceling. It's not really noise canceling, but it doesn't give off that access noise like wind and all cars and sirens and all that stuff. Um, it's very good for those for a mic so small.
I would say he will come in the summertime. If Lord's will, he'll come in the summertime. We know why behind the scenes what happened, and
Right,
so I'm going to another state. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some of my peoples, and
right,
I send them the message. Now it's on them to receive the message. Two people responded thus far out of the seven, so we'll see what happens. I'm very excited about going to this place, and these are people I know for a long time. They really deserve to see me. Some people, it's not that long time. However, I have a rapport with them, so
right.
it's going to be very interesting, man. It's going to be very interesting. You may know what it is. You could text it to me. I don't want to say it in a chat. I just want to, when I get there, people gonna be like very surprised that I chose this place. You know what I'm saying? I just finished booking the flight too. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna book this flight. Man. And so when I get to the airport, then I'll get the car rental. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do everything at the same time. I'm gonna do it different parts. You know what I'm saying? The hotel,
right,
I'm gonna look into it. When I get off this live stream. Yeah, man. Yeah. The guy's coming tomorrow because I ain't got the drill to drill the curtains. And so I could come on camera. I'm like, nah, I want to come on camera when everything's set up more professionally with, you know, the window open and all that. Yeah, now it's time to put curtains down. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. You know,
right.
I got a lot of stuff, man. Got a lot of stuff to unpack in here, even though I'm not staying long. I'm just unpacking stuff I don't need. It's just a lot, man. Like you say, it's a lot, man. And I try
Dude.
to get to it because I gotta go to the site so early. And then next thing you know, it's so busy that I gotta have energy by the Most High give me the energy to do this because I love doing this. You know,
Right.
but most people when they get off the site, they don't go straight to YouTube. They go to sleep.
Yo, you already know my situation though. My
Yeah.
situation, it's rough for me, man. Sometimes I'll do what I want or do what I like to do, and sometimes I'll just go straight to bed. Um, because you know the distance between where I live at and where I work at,
It's the
and I have
same.
to
It's the same as me going to where I'm going. Hours and change.
right,
And I'm taking the train. That's the crazy part. In the bus.
and a bus. So, man, we already know how crazy it is, whether it's public transportation or traffic, automotive traffic. Man, I got to deal. I think it's a little bit calm now because of spring break. I think the children are out of school
Yeah, you ain't gonna have to deal
as
with that much
well.
this week.
Yeah, so I should be good. I should be good. If I'm able to get back home at a certain time, I'll be doing extra work. Excuse me. All praises.
hmm
All praises, man, because
Well, they be out of school next month. No, May.
no, yeah, in May they'll be out.
Yeah,
But I think spring break happens now.
yeah.
And
It's been going
what
on. It's been going on before that.
has it? Was it last week or
Yeah, it started 2 weeks
last
ago because I
week?
know a couple of YouTubers that they was talking about it.
Okay. So that's a good thing then
If
because
you
I don't
remember
have
the
to.
thing going on, the college thing. Yeah, they start early to college because they on March Madness right now.
That's right. Yeah. Huh. Speaking of madness, this place is a mess. I'm surprised I'm showing myself on camera, but you ain't really seeing nothing like in the back, like in the
Yeah, yeah,
foreground.
yeah.
I,
You
I got
good.
a I got a lot of stuff to get rid of. I got a lot of stuff to organize, man. It's just a lot, man. I don't even know how to like. I don't know where to begin. Mind you, I got work in the morning.
Once you get a help me, that's gonna be great because you keep up busy.
Yeah. At the same time, she also has work.
Yeah,
Oftentimes than not, she's working too.
yeah, of course,
So you
absolutely.
know, um, like I'm talking about like 9 to 5 work. So it's like you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
Oh no, they get motivated. See, the thing is, what when you do get one, and yes, you're gonna be at the site for the time being until you get situated to where if you can take care of us, you don't have to be there. You're both gonna be motivated because you have somebody who's gonna participate, even if she's tired. She's gonna have the strength to your energy to
right,
be able to do it. Because, like I always say in my videos, women don't sleep. We sleep more than they sleep. They they on average get like 2 3 hours rest. You could be sleeping, snoring, whatever the case may be, and she's up the whole time. By the time you get up, you're like, wait a minute, she's still up. What's going on? They don't sleep like that, man.
I've experienced that a couple times. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
hmm
I'm like,
Appreciate it,
dang.
Joey. Appreciate the super chat. Let me put it on the board. He said Shalom and Akwala and family showing love and support. I appreciate it, Joey. I appreciate you also being a member too. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we just having a conversation, breaking bread, man, because I know a lot of people
Yeah,
looking forward to me to coming back, man, getting into. So, did you see I don't know if you've seen a video of the Santa, so you got to look into it because no more
I
flies.
didn't I didn't see that. I didn't see it. Yeah, I was driving. I was checking my phone, and I
Yeah.
was like, what? I'm like, okay, cool. Cause like squatting rights, like what kind of right is that? That's a weird right.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's banning that because, hey man, you got the open carries over here. You like it, squatting right. It would not mix. It wouldn't mix well if that thing was still a thing
They
or
they
is
they
still a
go
thing.
into places they find out that people don't have the arm. They're not armed like that. It's like 75%
Yeah.
of your radius is armed, 25%. It's not. And by the way, speaking about weaponry, there are weaponry you can get for like 500 to 1,000. If you want to do that, you can get a weapon right now and get license for it so you can carry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta get my license. First thing I did was when I moved here, I was like, okay, let me know these laws real quick. Let me know them. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if what benefits me and what doesn't really benefit me, but still got to abide by them. Um, and I'm like, okay, we don't really need a permit. I would rather get one
I'm getting
because
a permit
yeah,
because the rifle I'm gonna get is like 1,500.
uh-huh,
You know, I ain't gonna say what I have. I just have that stored. Yes,
right.
I'm thinking about getting a rifle that's about anywhere between 15 to 2,000, and then the weapon, the they will be bullets. They run you anywhere from $100 to $200. So that's in the, you know, yeah. Because
Right.
you wanna. That's another good training to have is to have arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it the way them dudes over there doing it. We ain't giving them no more benefit names. You know, at this point, it's just what it is.
Right.
Like to me, you gotta keep showing that's insecurity. Like real men don't show all their stuff to the public.
I
You
don't
know,
show people. I don't even show people yeah, I did a couple unboxing here and there. Y'all saw that I got an iPad and all that other
no,
stuff,
that's
but
different. That's different because
no, even the equipment that I have, I don't really show. And if I want to, I guess I'll make content out of it and see like
yeah,
reviews and stuff. But like as far as oh, I got this, there's no way you can stop me. I got this. Okay, well, you just showed me your hand.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now I'm gonna plan. I'm gonna make this plan. Ringo brought that up. He brought it up. Newbury brought it up at one point. Ringo recently brought it up when he was cooking Dollar Dow. I don't
yeah.
want to say his name like that, but um, it makes sense. Why would you want to show your hand? Now you just put yourself in a vulnerable state.
Yeah, what's going on,
Um,
Carter? It was good to see you. Legacy, what's going on? Yeah, look, man, like, yo, when you got that, ladies know when a man is doing something and they constantly make strategic advances, which is normal. Something that a lot of men don't know about, you know what I'm saying? And no lady will ever respect a man that is under another man. No lady, no lady at all. It's just what it is. I have to keep it real. Like if she sees that you are giving another man your resources, she should not even lie with you. She should not even have children with you because you showing her you weak.
that includes a 9 to 5.
With the
Like there's one.
with the 9 to 5, you doing it to get to your level. You're not really under. Let me say this, because we all. When I go to these sites, right, I'm in charge. At the same time, I know it's a superior. I let the superior know, look, I'm here to make sure we all good. Everybody got their own mind. If you have an issue with that, I can walk away knowing that I'm always gonna find some ways to make money.
That's the thing. That's where I was getting at. It's
Yeah,
like you're gonna disrespect me if I don't care who you are. You could be the
Mhm.
CEO. If you disrespect me, I'm I'm gonna leave because and I've done this a couple times too. There was some times that I'm like, listen, I'm out because you disrespected me. Like, I may I may be under you, but I'm still a man, I'm a human being. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to get the job done and get it done right. I don't want to stay in a position or stay at a place where I'm treated as such disrespectfully. That's where I was getting at, where I'm saying it happens in the nine to
Shout
five
out
as
to
well.
Rufus in the house, man. Appreciate you coming through, Rufus.
Yes, sir, brother Rufus.
Man, putting in the
Shalom,
work.
fam.
Shalom.
Glad you're here. We're just talking about pretty much business and stuff, but at the same time, yeah, I don't even I don't want to be treated as, like I'm some sort of uh just like a piece of meat, and like something that I feel like I'm inferior, even though I'm under you, I'm not above you. And I'm just talking about like our managers, our boss, our supervisors, our leads and stuff. It's either I'm gonna like, yo, I'm gonna report this to management or HR, or I'm just gonna leave.
Right.
And I can get another job anywhere else. A lot of other places are hiring. And some of them would treat me with the respect that I want, you know? That's why at this place right now, yeah, it's far. But at the same time, you know, we all know that we're men and we got to do what we got to do. There's just no way I'm going to travel an hour plus to just act foolish.
Right.
There's just no way. There's no way, you know? And I've done some foolish things when I was a teenager, when I'm like 16, 17. But at the same time, as I started aging, I started getting old, I start to mature and I start to realize, okay, this is real life stuff.
Right.
It's time to be on a grind. It's time to be focused. It's time to do. You know what's funny? And I don't know if um the men here in the chat can vouch for me. Even though we did some foolish things, in our teen years, early young adult years, like 18, 19s, 20s and stuff, even like as early as 15, 16, we was focused. We were extremely focused. I don't know about this generation now, but the time when I was 16, 17, I started like officially working. I had like my W-2s, 1099s, all that stuff, but I was, I learned how to make money when I was like 12. And
Right.
I for some reason I was just focused. I didn't have it's like I was on cruise control and autopilot without me knowing that I was on cruise control and autopilot. Like I had a drive and I didn't even know where I was going. But I had
Yeah.
some sort of drive. You know what I'm saying, right?
I got you.
Yeah. And it's like now, not saying me, and I could vouch for myself because there was at some points where I lost my purpose. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to stay home. Even though, even though I was active, I just wanted to stay home for some. I don't know. I gotta refresh that. I gotta refresh my memory on that one because it's a very critical thing that we could actually talk about on another stream or so. Like I can even tell you my story behind the scenes if need be, and you could talk about it. But we as men now, looking back in the past when we were like boys, young men rather, we just had a drive and we didn't even know what the drive was about. Now it's like we're following. I don't want to say like following other men, but like having another man lead us in a way where it would look like we are incapable of doing anything. It's like being spoon fed by another man. You see what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I noticed that when I was in New York, um, with other people, um, I was hanging around with some people, and they had a lot of potential, man. One of them was a DJ. Another one, the dude loved cars, um, loved video games, man, and they had drive. They had drive. They got into a relationship. Some of them got into a relationship, and some of them just like completely fell off. And I'm like, yo, what happened to the thing that you want to do? And they didn't. They just didn't do it. And they were just so focused on work, which is fine, but focus on another man trying to give them money rather than using not just like just getting by, but like also like they're using their money just to get by, which I think is not enough,
Right. Agree.
you know? And it's like, but the skills that y'all had, man, at least say my pops always told me to save at least 25% of your check. Always.
Correct. That's correct.
Not just for a rainy day, not just for a rainy day, but something that you love to do. Um, and it's like, yo, like why you all like I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you always broke? And mind you, I'm like in my 20s. And I'm like, why are you always broke for some reason? And I'm like, what are you spending it on? And some of my boys was just like, yo, they just spending it on Jordans. And if you want to do that, hey, it's your money. But at the same time, you can't complain that your talents ain't going anywhere if you're not investing in the talents.
Right.
And I don't want to help you. Not saying that I'm not going to, but I don't want to do it if you're not going to do it yourself.
Exactly.
But you're also depending on me to, you're depending on me to make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want somebody to depend on me, or I don't want a man to depend on another man to get their stuff done when they actually have the hands, the brain, the mindset, the tools to get it done. You see what I'm saying? And I was in that predicament for a short time, and I realized I don't really want to do this. I kind of just want to do it by myself because I already know I have my hands, the mindset. I already had the talent. I went to school for this, high school rather. It wasn't even college. I went to high school. I learned how to do Photoshop. All I got to do is just act upon it, and I got to keep building that momentum and just doing what I got to do. And I'm not going to depend on anybody else to like really help me, even though the help is great. The help is great, you know. But I don't know. Maybe it's kind of left field in some other way. In how I'm saying it. Let me see. Joey said, I definitely learned things the hard way. But yes, we were super focused. I'm 33 years young at the moment. That's right. Right. Every man has the ability to read the Torah for himself and heed what the word says and apply it to oneself's life. I don't regularly knock other people, but for me personally, I follow the Most High Yah. Yeah.
Yeah. So to let
Um,
everybody know, I just want you to know that you have the full potential in the palm of your hands the Most High gave you and discreet. You can make 1,000 or more a week. This man is a testimony to it. And I want people to embrace it because it's really possible that anything that you want, the Most High will give you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's to the point now, the information that I'm sharing with you, brothers, is because I want you, brothers, to invest in the things that we're supposed to be been investing in a long time ago. And so, like Zach asked me a question about Pass Split. Yes, you could go into Pass Split. It will help your credit go back up even more to the point that they could give you a home that you could put into pass click while you're on the land doing what you're doing.
I do want to say something, and I put it in the chat earlier today, earlier in the stream, excuse me. For the men and women out there watching this stream right now, I recommend saving your incentives. Um, Me personally, before I had incentives coming in, I did at the time I knew how to manage money. At some points, yes, I was a little bit, I would say, careless. At the same time, I also wanted to have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but I don't want to have too much fun to the point where I don't. There's no money coming in. You see what I'm saying? But as far as incentives go, treat it as if you're not really getting money.
Mm.
Um, let me explain, because
Man, explain
you
that.
so you have your 9 to 5, right? You're already in your mindset. Okay, if you don't have any incentives coming in, just pretend you don't have any incentives coming in, right? And I recommend you guys write this down. You don't need to take this advice, but I learned this not only from my father, but from the experience of work and the experience of other people, how they manage their money and how they budget their money. Um, Treat your 9 to 5 as just getting by, which means you're gonna use it to pay your rent, or your mortgage, whatever you have. Your living situations, whether it's rent, utilities, food, gas. Okay, boom, that's your whole check right there. Now, that you're good. You're good. You're good. If you have incentives coming in, pretend it's not there. In other words, put it in your savings. Put it away. I recommend having an online savings account, because that takes business days for you to transfer out, and you have a higher AP. Is it APY? Annual percentage yield? That's what it's called, right? I think it's called the APY. Um, in my opinion, because that's what I have. I have an online savings. I don't have like a banking savings like that. Let's say I own Chase, right? And I have a debit card, but I have a checking account and the savings account on that one card. I don't have that. I just have a checking account, and my online savings account is just online. You can get whatever app that you want to search on. I recommend doing that because all of my incentives go. Like I said, the hospitality, I get incentives. DoorDash, I get incentives. Um, Photography, I get incentives. What else? Whether at the for sometimes if I do landscaping, painting, pressure washing, those are all incentives until one of those or all of them become businesses that I can manage. Still, if I'm still able, or at the time, if I'm still able at the time working a 9 to 5, I don't even have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it because I already know money's coming in. If money's coming in, I don't got to worry about my 9 to 5 check. Where's that going to go? That's probably just going to go, like I said, to to the main things: food, shelter, transportation. That's it. So it's either you pretend that like I said, it's either that you pretend to treat your incentives as if it's not there, because it's still there, but that's your savings. Your incentives are savings. That's a rainy day thing. Your 9 to 5 is just for you getting by, but you're not broke. That's the thing. You're not broke. So just because you get more money doesn't mean it's wise to spend it all. That includes your incentives to spend it all on whatever you want to buy. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not knocking you for treating yourself. Listen, you earned it. You earned it. There's a reason why you make so much money, because you work hard and you work smart. You know what I'm saying? I work hard, I work smart, and I expect y'all to do the same.
Right.
And if y'all get the money that y'all deserve, hey, do what you want. At the same time, I'm just spreading that kind of knowledge that I have, that I've gotten from other people, from other people's experiences, and sometimes my dad and my mom. If y'all make more money, hey, save more money. That's it. And invest it towards the things that you want to do, that you love to do. Even if you're not making money off of it, eventually it will. At the same time, you got to put yourself out there. Me personally, I do photography, and I got to start all over social media again. And it's rough because, like I said, I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to do, but I'm doing what I can. I'm doing as much as I can. Um, at the 9 to 5s, promote your businesses. If there are women out here who do hair, hey, do you, man? If there are men out here who do, let's say, mechanic work, hey, promote it. Listen, yo, can I tell a story?
Right.
When I started working at the job I'm at right now, nobody really knew I was a photographer until I brought my camera to me at work.
Carter wants you to answer that question.
What are good hospitality jobs? Valet is good. It depends on the environment you're in. I would recommend, if you were to do valet, I would recommend going to hospitals, or hotels. You really wouldn't get that much tips in residential, like, let's say, apartments, because that's where they live. They're not going to keep going out.
More importantly, sporting events.
I was just about to get into sporting events.
Yeah,
I was just about to get into that one, because I missed that one. I was like, something I missed, and you already brought it up, so that's good. Good hospitality jobs. I recommend doing valet. If you have another car, or if you do have another car, excuse me, I recommend doing Uber. Uber is a hospitality job because you're transporting a passenger to wherever he or she needs to go. Door dashing, anything that it's more so like catering, in a sense. I'm not saying catering food, but you're catering your services to those who need the services. Those are considered hospitality jobs. It doesn't necessarily mean hospitals. And was Carter the one who just got his license?
Yeah.
Hey, once again, Carter, congratulations, fam. Proud of you. You just got your license. You do know that's opening a lot of doors.
If I was him, right, he could do the security part-time and get into the real business of things, so that he don't have to wait. Because, see, at the end of the day, that wherever he makes there is going right back into where he's staying at. Going into wherever he pays for the car.
Yep.
If you bought the car, if I'm not mistaken, he bought the car. If you bought the car, if I was you, I would get me another vehicle, put down 5 on it. It may take you time to get through the process, and use that for various things, and you can add on to what you're doing over there in Minnesota. One thing about the Ibaracis, I'm not an Ibaracis. I'll give them this. They give you a little bit more chance to make money, even though they take a lot from you. If you're smart, use what they have available to you. That's what I would do if I'm in a liberal. If I was in Minnesota, I know I'd be a millionaire right now. The things that he got going on in Minnesota, man, I'm not into the cold weather. I'm just saying, Carter, you're in the middle of the most important Midwest, and Minnesota Timberwolves is in the playoffs. Man, you better hop on it, man. You better have on that part-time valet service down there. Minnesota Timberwolves in the playoffs, fam, you could be making 500 right now off tips. Right now. I know a guy that does valet in for the Knicks. He came home with $2,000 in tips. Guys better jump on the hospitality, man. Construction, plumbing. I do tiles and stuff like that. I do change locks. I got a lady I got to change a lot for around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me of something.
Come on now.
That reminds me. I forgot Minnesota. It does snow, but I don't think it's snowing right now. But
No, I'm
um,
saying the basketball game, he could do valet part time.
no, that I know. But I'm saying, let's say if he
And
still
the
lived.
Minnesota Twins, he could make money doing valet with them.
What I'm
Oh my
saying,
goodness, man.
what I'm saying though, I don't know how you are. How old you are? Excuse me. I don't know what your age is, Carter.
Carter's in his
Uh,
30s.
oh, that's still that's still good, man. Listen, if you in your 30s, right, you got a lot of senior citizens. I don't know where. Um, if you still in Minnesota, I mean Milwaukee,
He's
Minnesota.
22. He's 22. Oh my goodness. He got great heads ahead of him, man.
Oh, you're 23. All right, bet. All right. I don't know,
You should be jumping into that sports mentality, man. I'm telling you right now. You could
fam.
do baseball part time. You could do the basketball while still lit. Oh my goodness, man. There's a
He
lot of
had,
young people doing it.
he asked a question about sales. What do you mean by sales? Because there's certain there's a that whole genre is so broad. He said, uh, he didn't say anything yet. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to find out. Um,
You could do sales through the. You could do sales through valet hospitality. You could use your sales there.
what kind of tech sales? You was looking into tech sales. What kind of tech sales are you talking about?
Or he want to get into tech. That's even better. What kind of technology you know? You know anything of IT? They need a lot of people doing IT in Minnesota. If you know how to do IT development, you know how to do development.
I'm just waiting on what he's about to say.
He was looking into tech sales.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted him to specify cybersecurity, of course. Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm learning cybersecurity. Um, I have little knowledge when it comes to. So, okay, so you're getting another license. Okay, that's good. He's trying to get his certification on cybersecurity, so that's bread right there too. Um,
I only know one person. If he his name is Gabe A. He's in another sector of YouTube. He does cybersecurity.
just finished the boot
I will
camp.
just
That's
have
what's
to
up.
reach out to him. I'll reach out to him, Carter. If he reaches out to me, I'm gonna ask him about it.
Um, I recommend you still get that certificate on cybersecurity. At the same time, you a young cat. Um, I'm 32, and I'm legitimately running back and forth, doing what I got to do, and it's keeping me in shape. Me personally, I wasn't really a fan of security because I didn't want to like sit and do all that other stuff. I don't want to sit. It's like an open desk job, and I hate desk jobs. I hate it. So I'd rather choose
Move
the
around. I gotta move around as a man.
that yo.
You
Yeah.
like these stands. It's my thing. I used to do security too. I used to do
Oh
security for
man.
ABC. I used to do security for Wall Street, Intel security for Goldman Sachs, and I had to sit, walk around, check people's
Man,
ID, help them get their ID reinstated. Look, Carter, get your own business if you're gonna do that. That's my
that's
advice.
facts. I say, like I said, get the
Work
certification.
with them for a year. Get your own business within a year.
That's another thing, y'all. Ah, man. Think of y'all. Y'all need to know this, right? Y'all need to know this. I've learned something. I've learned this a long time ago, and I recently applied it to my life, to my everyday life. Listen, even if the job is good, even if it pays well, even if you love the job, you're getting paid to learn what you do at your job. You're not supposed to stay there. You're
Yep.
supposed to gather the information and move on respectfully. Now,
Yep.
if you like your job and you feel the need to stay there, or if you want to move on up, cool. That's one thing. Sometimes I don't even want to move up at a job that I'm at because I'm good here, and I know at certain times I get paid more than the position that I was going to go. The next position, the next position. I've learned that a few years ago, fam. I'm like, yo, I don't need to stay here for X amount of time or X amount of years. I already know the information. Once I'm all probation, I know everything. Not saying like boast, I'm not saying I boastfully know everything, but it's like I know the description and I kind of know it. Sure, there's some things that I want to master and perfect. At the same time, technically, y'all, we're getting paid to learn. We're getting paid to learn, you know, looking between the lines. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what y'all saying. Want to make more money, so I was thinking about working for a phone company or do sales because I know I can make money. Hey, listen. Um, like I said, apply for the job, gather the information there, right?
Right.
And not only that you are getting money to uh not only that you're paying for what you need that you want to do, now you got another skill up your arsenal. That's it.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, how I'm not even gonna answer. I'm not even gonna ask that question. That's what I did. I got targeted pay from A. I'm not even gonna ask that. Listen, that's cool. That's none of my business though. Y'all can chat about that. That's none
Yeah.
of my business though. That's
Well,
cool though.
let me say this to Carter, right? You're on the right track, regardless. You're on the right track. I just want you to know, like I said to you behind the scenes, you gonna be your own boss, man, and you're gonna be your own boss, having them certifications coming in, and you're gonna better yourself, and you're gonna be more aware of what it's like to win even more than what you're winning right now. Keep doing it, man. I'm glad you're asking these questions, you know what I'm saying? Because now you know you're ready. You put your mind to it, you try not to be distracted by a few things, you're going to see your answer by the Most High. You're going to see your answer. I will say this, though. I will suggest if you want to make some extra cash, go to those part time things. I used to do part time for Yankees and part time for the Mets, and I used to do part time for the tennis. And I could tell you, in those days with the tennis, I made 20,000, and it was only for 4 weeks. Listen to what I'm saying, 20,000. On average, a person makes 20 to 30,000 still in America a year. I did that in 4 weeks working for the tennis thing. So what I'm saying to you is, if Target, if it's paying for your school, that's great. I would suggest doing part-time security part-time at the baseball field with valet all the Minnesota Timberwolves while they still hot and make you some extra income more than what you make in security because sometimes your incentives will make more for you than what you make a week or every 2 weeks in your check. I could testify when I was doing the valet, the place they let me go, I was making a lot to the point I was not, and I was getting paid daily pay too at the same time. So think about that daily pay incentives. Man. Guys, the Bible says that we're supposed to get paid the same day before sunset.
Before sunset. Yep.
Yeah,
Before
that's why
sundown.
DoorDash is thriving for the time being. That's why Uber Eats live. When you complete what they ask you to complete, you could get that money the same day. Because see, Carter, Zach, and everybody, this is important. This is the most important inspired thing. You don't want to wait for somebody to give you something when you can get it in your car. Get in your
That's
car.
facts.
Okay, oh Rallo, I ain't got $50. You know what you gotta do?
Yo.
Get in that car 2, 3 hours and make that $50.
That's funny, man, because that was me last week.
What
Yo.
you-
I didn't DoorDash this week though. Because we're still in March. I already made my
Do you
notes
know
for
what
next
March
month.
Madness in Florida I made last year? Oh my lord!
Hey,
Oh
hey.
my lord! Oh man, March Madness, fam.
Fam. It
NBA
was
playoffs.
it was I think it's still busy. I think it's still busy right now, but I gotta go to bed, man, for work tomorrow. But man, I know during March though, it was busy like all day, every day, fam. And when I was dealing with that traffic, I'm like, I was more tired because of the traffic going home.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a bit pissed off. I'm like, fam, this is no way I'm still stuck in the same traffic for
Yeah,
God knows how long. That's tiring, fam. Not gonna lie, that's
it
tiring,
don't
man.
be tiring when you look at them palm trees and you look at that
Hey,
sky
listen,
in that
listen.
warm weather
You
on the
right.
beautiful
They
bay,
listen.
the
Daylight
beautiful day.
savings. Daylight savings helped. Not gonna lie, man. Because I
It gets
started
dark
dashing.
around 10 o'clock over there, almost.
Say it again.
It almost get dark around 9:30, 10 o'clock sometimes.
It's dark now. It's 8. It's 5 to 9 right now. It's dark, but
Yeah, it gets
um,
dark. Right now, this time it's 8:30, 8:45. I'm talking about
yeah,
time. It gets dark around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
yeah. Summertime, that sunset hits at like 9:30.
Yep.
Yeah, that sunset hits at like 9:30 in the summertime. But fam, telling you, man, even without DoorDash, um, I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen a lot of financial growth, man.
Now, if you was to do DoorDash 2 hours a day,
Listen, I said the same thing. You don't gotta tell me, brother. I said the same thing. I said the
you'd
same
be over
thing.
10,000 a month.
Fam, where's my notebook, man? You think I'm playing? Well, hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, man, because I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Where is it?
You'd be over 10,000 a month right now.
I already made. I already made some things, man. I'm gonna tell the chat too, since I'm already say. I'm just gonna say it.
Go ahead.
This is April, right? April will be tomorrow officially. I gotta bring this book to work. Some more things, and this is a notepad. All right, the stuff that y'all want to do, put it here.
Yep.
Put it
Write it down.
inside
Write it
this
down.
book.
Write it down.
Go to Michael's, go to Target, go wherever there's a that you can buy a notebook. get a really good pen. Get
Mhm.
a really good pen, folks, and write down everything you want to do, whether it's goals, whether it's disciplinary things that y'all want to do, like,
Yep.
okay, this month I'm going to do 50 push-ups, something like that. That's disciplinary. You got goals. Okay. This month, this April, I want to get a drone, or I want to buy this car. How much money I could save up this month? Okay, let me make a goal. Okay, the goal is gonna be 1,500 this month. I'm gonna make 1,500 this month outside of my check. Outside of my check.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be incentives from your job or other things that you do outside of your 9 to 5. You're trying
Right.
to get a goal. So let's say, okay, I want to make 500 this month from incentives. Okay, now I know I make this amount of money from my 9 to 5. How much can I save? Write that down too. I want to save at least 25% each check. From each check, I want to save at least 25% or a dollar amount.
Right.
Let's say you get 1,500 from your check. You want to put at least 250, and don't touch it unless you need to, because that's your backup.
Yep.
Write these things down. Write them down. And if you asked out, hey, it is what it is. You asked out. You got it. You got to suffer for. Listen, I suffered purposely. I could have easily just taken my money from my savings and did all that stuff. Listen, there's come a time where you're just gonna have to suffer for about a week or so. I'm not even joking. I think 2 weeks ago I had to buy outside food. Well, I didn't buy outside food, but I bought food from outside. So Publix, I just bought some mac and cheese and some potatoes. I had to deal with that for a few days, and I said, you know what? It is what it is. I know I'm able to eat, but I can't make cook food right now. I mean, I can't cook food right now because even though I have bread, I don't want to go to my savings and just do that. That's just an example. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Let me see what I put for April, man. Because all right, goals for April 2024. Um, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it says make at least 250 from DoorDash. So for the whole month, I gotta make $250 from DoorDash. So that's a small start. That's it. So I gotta make that happen. Whether I work one day from DoorDash or 5 days. Listen, if I do 5 days, I already made my goal. I'm just saying, if it's like for 3 hours, 2 hours, I just need to get home at a really good timely manner. That's it.
That's
That's
gonna
what
be
I.
this
That's
week. This week you could do it now.
yeah. Joe, it was a pleasure to meet you as well, man.
Absolutely, Joey.
Charity says that's right. Write it down. That's right. Solid advice. Terrific Tarsha says your advice is pivotal. I write everything. That's right. You better write everything. Listen, there comes a time where you forget this, but it's still in your memory for you
Yeah.
to go home and write it down. I still got more things to write. And words are power, man.
Let me
Words are
ask you this
power.
question. Let me ask you this question.
What's up?
Is it safe to say if you was to add the dashing right now, you would make 10,000 or more a month?
Um, if I don't get sleep, if I don't get sleep, but I know, um, if I were to work like about 3 days from my 9 to 5, I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to make at least five within the month, at least five. If I make those
Five,
8 hours
five
from
is
that.
not bad considering five is not. It's doable, y'all. Guys, if you have a vehicle, you can make 5 a month. Let me say this, right? 3 times I made 12 to 15,000 in 1 month.
I'm a witness. I'm a witness. Fam, I'm a witness. People in the chat, he's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying. I'm a witness. I'm a witness. I've seen it. I was like, fam, how did you do this? Listen, he's not lying. No caps here. I'm looking into getting a whiteboard as well. Real talk. Hey man, go to Target, get yourself a whiteboard.
Y'all want to know something? I'm not going to discuss how much I made in Cash App, but let me say this. It's to the point I just booked the trip just now. I'm back to listen. When I was working at the airport, I went to Jamaica 3 times within 6 months. You know Jamaica ain't cheap. Went to Vegas twice. Went to Costa Rica. I only worked at that airport back in the days before they let me go. In 2016, 2017. I went to 9 places in 6 months, y'all. It got to the point that the management there was like, who is this guy? He's only making $10 an hour.
Fam.
Yo, did you just hear what I just said? Fam, did you just hear what I just said?
I heard it, man. And it's like people just don't know, man. People just don't know.
You could make 10,000 or more a month, y'all. And in my sports betting, I came close a few times, y'all, to get ready to purchase the 9. I only need 1 ticket to hit the 9 is purchased already, which is going to happen. Because I already know what it's like making $500,000 already with sports betting. It's around the corner, y'all. The support y'all doing is investing right into this business here. Yeah. What KS said, it's doable. KS wasn't lying. KS was not lying. It's doable. And you can make a decent amount a month on YouTube if you speak in the real. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to go the other route to make a decent amount. Without even me saying it, I'm already high value man. I'm gonna just say that right now. I'm already officially high value man. I'm already is. Zas is on his way to it.
Hey, I just want to remain humble, fam.
And I'm humble about it. Because if the Bible says none among you shall live in poverty, all the brothers that surround me, they are quietly, he's close to being 6 figures. You barely see him in the chat. There's a couple of other brothers. King Connect, he's around the right table. That brother's moving up in the high 6 figures on the low. I know he don't have to tell me. I just know. D-Man, he's leveling up his income. A lot of people you don't see behind the scenes. I know because the young men that take the information I do, they're making about 10K and more a month right now. Easily.
And I want to say this. I want to add on because in 2020, 2021, I was overwhelmed with the funds that were coming in from being unemployed. That was a taste. That was a taste that I wasn't ready for. It's like Robitussin to a child. Because it tasted bad because I wasn't ready for it. It's like, ugh, whatever. But now, from as soon as 2020 hit, and Rollo already spoke about it, it changed everything, everyone, the dynamic.
Yeah.
It was either you make it or break it. It was either you save your soul or sell your soul. One of those things. Now, I took this, but not because I was afraid. It was because listen, I'm going to just say it was like whatever. It was a whatever thing. It wasn't out of fear, though. At the same time, I repented. And after that, I just did not take any type of medication for anything, whether it's like Tylenol or whatever. I took like Claritin a little bit because of allergies and stuff like that. But like all that other stuff, nah. After that, it was just no. But once 2020 hit, it changed the dynamic of society. It changed the entire world. And we've gotten a taste. I'm talking about even us in the chat right now. We've gotten a taste of what we can do and how to do it. So now we're in the year of 2024.
Yeah.
We can do it again. We can do it the right way. It's gonna take time, because in 2020 it was so quick, it was swift.
Yeah.
It was very, very swift, to the point where I'm not gonna say all of us, but a lot of us, we did not acknowledge what was going on. It just was given to us. It was just given to us. And we didn't think to ourselves, what can we do? What are we going to do with this? So 3 years came by, 4 years, excuse me. Wow. It's actually ever since wow, ever since that, wow, it's actually been a full 4 years, man. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. It's been a full 4 years.
Correct.
So anyway, what I'm saying is, we know what to do. And if we don't know, there are people who are willing to share their advice with you, myself included, because I'm not going to withhold this advice. This advice was given to me for free, so I'm going to give it to y'all for free. It's time to win, y'all. It's time to win. And me personally, I've made a lot more in a short time than living in New York. I made a lot, and I've gotten a lot of doors open. Like I said, man, I don't even know if I finished my story, but when I started working at the spot in Orlando, nobody knew I was a photographer until I started taking pictures and videos. Clientele's been coming in. And like I said, I'm by myself doing all this. But if y'all have talents, bring your talents to your 9-to-5s.
I agree with that.
Bring your talents to your 9-to-5s. For 2 reasons. One, so you can get clientele, and 2, so your boss knows that you're not to be effed around with. Because you can replace me, but trust and believe, I don't really need you. I got this. Right. I got. Where's my camera at? Where's my camera? It's somewhere.
Yeah. Show your receipts. Let's go.
I got my lens is right here. This is my lens. This is what I've been doing for 12 years. 12 years.
Y'all know that's about close to $3,000, right? That's about close to $3,000, y'all.
This lens is $800, but the other lens is $1,500.
Woo!
The other lens in the room is $1,500.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Another lens that I recently got was $1,200.
Woo!
So I'm trying to get what Ringo got, which is the FX3. The FX3 is a full frame cinematic camera.
Mhm.
Because I'm just now doing video, and
Let's go.
the camera that I'm gonna give you when you come through, you just gotta remind me. No, I'll remind myself. I already know. It's still waiting for you, fam. So
I know.
that's gonna be a game changer for you. And I gotta see how to configure it for you because I've done this before. I've configured something like this for you.
I'm gonna get the recliner chair, gamer chair when I get down there.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. You're gonna be relaxing in your podcast. You're gonna be relaxing in your podcast,
This
but
gamer chair right here is so comfortable. It's not even funny, man. This gamer chair right here is not. It's so comfortable, man. It's so comfortable.
yeah, I can
It's like I
imagine.
could sleep in this right now if I want to, man. That's how comfortable it is.
Right, I can imagine, fam. Um, but but everyone, like I said, y'all gotta bring y'all talents to your 9 to 5s.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't do it professionally. You know, you're at your job, do it professionally. But when your break comes in, man, when your break comes through, display your talents. I was even off work. I was still at the site, but I was off the clock. And people would just stop. They just, I was working on the pictures because I was behind. I was falling a little bit behind in some editing that I had to do. I'm telling you, man, it just led to a lot of clients, man, potential clients. People were interested. I'm telling you, people are interested when you got something going on outside of your job. Whether you listen, if your talent is talking, hey,
Oh, you
if
see
y'all,
this? You see this
huh?
DJI mic right here? This is 300 right here, y'all. 300. 300.
Turn
This
turn
is a
that on.
camera. This is the camera right here. And this is the mic. See
Wait, let me
that?
see the camera. Put the camera close.
The DJI mic.
No, no, put the cam. Oh, that's the Oh, you bought the DJI two, mic two.
Yep.
Oh, you bought the one that just came out. Okay, okay, I see. Okay, let me know how that. Let me know how
Uh-huh.
that is because I have
That's
the
the
other one.
camera right there, y'all. When I do the skits and stuff, this is the camera.
You need like a vest
Yeah, I'm gonna get the vest.
to hold
I'm gonna
that
get the vest
camera.
at B&H.
Yeah, get the vest and that does that. But what I'm saying, y'all, even if y'all like to just have conversations, fam,
Mm-hmm.
can lead you to finances too. I can't explain it the way I explain other things, but conversations, some people didn't even know I was from New York just because I speak a certain way. I
Yeah.
speak a certain tone. My vernacular is broadened. Fine. It is what it is. Um, but like just for having conversations alone, um, considering that I work in the hospitality, they like I said, they take care of us and we take care of them. Sometimes taking care of them means that they just want to have conversations.
Correct.
As little as having conversations, that's their way of being taken care of because sometimes they don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anyone. And I've recognized sometimes I will recognize body languages. I would recognize body languages. Just saying how was your day is great. Is
Yeah.
great to them. Sometimes they never had a how you doing? What's on your mind? I ask these people that not because I'm expecting something. I don't expect anything at my job. It comes to me, but I don't expect it. But at the same time, I like to talk. I like to shut up too. I like to be quiet too, but I love to talk. I love to talk.
Yep.
Um,
I'm gonna get
if that,
the Elgato light that Ringo told me to get, and I'm gonna connect it to my.
yeah, it's like a box light. It's like a square light. Get like four of those.
That's the one that Mark the Messenger got.
Yeah, get like four of those. I need to get them. I don't know where to put them, so that's why I didn't really get them.
Hmm.
Um, what else? Um, get the Cam Link. That's the recent one actually Ringo got. I think it's like a USB looking. It's very small.
Yeah.
But that definitely helps. That's I think Cam Link 4K, I believe. We'll we'll see. We'll see what's up with
I
that
can't wait to
because
use this when I go to this place. I can't wait to use this, man. Oh my goodness, man.
I have a where is it? I have this one.
I know
I
you got
have
yours.
no, I have this thing here. This is like the regular microphones that like newscasters use and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay, okay.
Get this. I don't know if it's compatible with the DJI mic too, but I bought this from Amazon. Like
Okay.
it's fun to just have rather than you having the mic like onto your collar. Just put this on right here. Put the foam over that, and then just like have your interviews done right there. I
No,
recommend just getting
remember
it.
I got the thing that it's gonna move the camera around. The thing I forgot what
No,
it's called.
what I'm saying is you can carry the microphone that you're actually like professionally interviewing them.
Oh,
You see,
that.
so how did you feel about P Diddy, blah blah blah, and you point the mic at them. Like how like how on the news and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but
Now
yeah,
I gotta get that thing for the phone. I think it's a phone app that they be using when they put it instead of the mic. They use the phone thing. What is it called? I forgot the thing, man. They use it.
what are you talking about?
You know how they be using the put the phone when they be doing the contest and all that stuff. When the guy does, I got some explaining to do. He used that thing. He has something under his phone.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I know, maybe I don't know the name, but
Somebody in the chat know what I'm talking about. The guys be using the thing. They be asking the women question. It's not the microphone one. It's something with the phone.
nah, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up when I get a chance.
It's
And
gonna be
I'll send you the
82.
video.
It's gonna be 82 degrees tomorrow. What? All right. Well, shorts only, I guess. Um, Rallo, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
It's
most
been
definitely.
real. Thanks for having me on. We'll chop it up behind the scenes on some other
Absolutely.
stuff. Chat, remember, take my advice or not. That's cool too. Get a notebook and
I
write
agree.
down the things that you want to do, and that you this is always going to be um, aside from the Bible. This is going to be whatever you write in here. It's always going to improve your life if you apply it.
Agree.
And that's it's been going well for me, and I recommend that y'all do it because I know that it's going to go well for you if you apply it. Because if you don't fulfill the tasks, not just the task, but fulfill the goals that you wanted to do for this month, you're going to feel disappointed. And in a sense, that's a good thing because you know that you can do better. So it's time to win, y'all. Shout out to Rala because he keeps saying it.
That's right. With that said, Zach, appreciate you coming on, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Joey says, I work in the meat department, so I'm always exposed to temperature under 50 degrees. So overheat very easily in the 70 degrees more. You should get a padding. Joey, you should get a padding for the meat department. You should get a padding, fam. Get a padding so you can make more money. Real talk, Joey. Work on it. Work on the padding. Get a padding for the meat department and invest in the meat department too. Whatever the company name is, put some investments in the stocks. Get that pattern, fam, and become your own chef. Become your own chef. So to terrific Tasha, to Charity, thank you for the support. I appreciate it, ladies. If anybody else send me something on the cash app, put a one because the phone is not, it's charging. The phone is charging. If you send something to the cash app, put a one in the chat. or I'll shout you out in the next video. I appreciate everybody for tuning into the show. This is a good show, 2 hours. I got to get ready for tomorrow. I got a long day ahead of me. At the same time, this message had to come through. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do a date and response show, and we're going to talk about some traveling tips on how can you travel every month. I'm going to give you guys the knowledge on how can you travel every month while you on your 9 to 5. I'm going to give you that insight. So be on the lookout for those 2 videos, a relationship video and that tomorrow. So y'all take care. All praise to the Most High. I am signing off. Y'all take it easy and peace.